In this video, given a string, we are going to sort only the vowels present in the string. Hello, this is Jagan from growwithdata. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in Python language with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Welcome to the 89th video of the Python interview question series. I have created a playlist Python interview questions 51 to 100 and I will be tagging this video to that playlist. The code we discussed in this video will be posted in the GitHub and the link will be provided in the video description. Now let's see the sample input data and we can talk about the question in detail. We are given a string, example, it's grow with data. So this has vowels and consonants. So vowels are the 5 letters, right? Vowels are aeiou. So these are the vowels. So whatever is not this 5 letters, the rest of 21 letters are called consonants. consonants. So what they're asking us to do is, we have to find only the vowels in the string and you replace those vowels in the ascending order. If you see this string, grow with data, so the first one we see is grow with data, O is a vowel, and then I is a vowel, and then A, capital A and small a. So we have 4 vowels, which are O, small letter, I caps, A caps, and A. If you sort this, first is going to be capital letter A, I, and then A, O. So what we have to do is, we have to get the same string and we have to replace the vowels with the alphabetic order. So it's A, and then I will be replaced by I, no problem, and then A, small letter, and then O. So we replace only the vowels based on the ascending order. All the consonants remains the same. So this is what we have to do. So for this, first thing we have to know is how to get all the vowels, and second one is how will you replace it. These are the two main flow we have to consider. Okay, let's start with our favorite looping logic. So let's keep this as an input variable and we start our function def grow with data. The input is yes. First we declare a variable to store the vowels we have in the string, and then we read every element in the string. For I in the yes, if I dot lower in, the vowels we have are A, E, I, O, and U. So we have all the vowels here and everything is small. So we convert that to a small letter and check if the element exists in the vowel set. If it exists, then we just append those elements as such in the vowels variable. We just check the lowercase in the list of vowels, but when you append it, we just append as such, that we are not converting that element to lowercase or uppercase, right? Then we are going to sort that vowels dot sort. So here we know we should not assign a equal to, right? Because the sort is going to work over the vowel and then it will return none. If you just say a equal to vowels dot sort, then a is going to be none. But if you want to say something like the variable sorted, then you say sorted vowels. We should not use sort. So however you want to use it. For me, I just want to make sure I just convert that to ascending order. I'm not going to assign any variables to it. For now, let's see what happens to the vowels. Let's call the function and see what happens. So we have A, I, A, O, however the sorting order is. If you want to see it before sorting, then we can print here, print before sorting. We can say vowels, and then this print we can say after sorting. After sort the vowels. So before sort we say OIA capital A small e, right? OI capital A small e. And then after you sort, it's going to be in the ascending order. Caps first and then goes with the small. So our vowels have the sorted part of it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the list again. Before that, I'm just going to have a count which is going to see how many alphabets are going to change. That's first. Second one is result equal to the modified version of it. So here I say for I in the string. Again I'm reading the input variable. If the I dot lower in the vowels, I'm going to check it again. If it's in the vowels, now we know we have to change the position. Append. So if the first letter is going to be the vowel, then we get from this vowel variable get the first list, right? So we just say vowels of the count. So count is going to be 0, right? So first time when you see a vowel in the string, then you replace the first element in the vowel which is sorted, and then you increment the count by 1. So the next time when it comes, it goes to the second sorted element. If it's not a vowel, then we don't have to do anything, right? So result dot append whatever the value is, right? So the value is going to be I. Now let's see what will be the result. Print result, right? So when you print the result, we are going to have the modified version of it. So grow GRO will be modified by A and I is remains the same, and then we have the small a and then the O. So all that are modified, but it's in the list element. So I just have to say join the part of it. So you get the list to a string. So that is what is expected, right? So grow with data has to be modified like this. If you want to see multiple test cases, then we can use the assert function and then we can run it. Oh, it's going to throw an error. So grow with data. Is there any problem with the function? Grow with data. We have to return it, right? We haven't returned anything here. So we just say return whatever the part is. So everything is passed. So here we saw grow with data and we saw how it got changed, and we say leetcode, it got changed. This one don't have any vowels, so it just came as such. So these are 3 test cases we saw. So what happens in the code? First you read each element from the string and then we check if that element is a part of vowel. Since this is not lower letter, we have a mix of lower and upper, we just do a lower conversion and then you check. If you don't want to do it, then you add the uppercase also here. So you just go with aeiou, however you want. Then if it's a part of vowel, then you just append to the vowels variable and then you sort it. When you sort it, all the vowels you collected from the string will be sorted in the ascending order. Then you just go with the string again, read every element. If there is a vowel instead of that element, then you consider the vowels element present in the vowels, which is already sorted. And then the index, which index position we have to look into is based on the variable count. First time it gets the 0th index position, and then you just increment every time when you see a vowel. So that way, whatever the existing vowel is, we just replace with the sorted part of it. And then since it's a list, we just make as a join and then we got the result. Simple as that. So, but if you see the code, we are doing the looping logic, right? The same process. We just read the string and then we check the alphabet, vowels, and then we do the operation. Same here, we just read the string and check for the vowels, and then we do the operation. We are scanning the screen twice. So let's see if we can fine tune this code. We just get this code. There is no big problem with this code, right? It just works fine, and it's going to be O of n because we're just reading the string once. We are not doing much work there, but still, instead of reading the list twice, I just want to show you a simple solution. We just have the vowel here. So instead of reading only that element of the string, we are going to use the index also. So we just say index position equal to another list. So here the I and S, right? So we just say index and val in enumerate of S. So this will give me the value as well as the index part of it. Now if the index part and the value one, right? So index part is going to be the position, and we check if the value is in the vowels list, then we just say vowel dot append here the value. Also we just track which index position this is happening, right? Which index position the first vowel and the second vowels are stored. So index part. So here I'm going to get the sorted vowel, and then we just go with the result part, right? So result part, instead of the blank, I just do the input string itself as a list. Now I just go for the for loop. So whatever the index position I did, right? So I'm going with that value. So I just go with the same index and val in enumerate whatever the index position we took, right? So which index position we got the vowel, and then we just say the result of the value, right? Whatever the element has to be replaced, that will be replaced by the vowels of that index position. And this is going to be the variable part, right? We just split that into a, sorry, not variable, the list element, the string into a list. Now we have to get back to the original part. So result dot join whatever we did here, right? So sorry, this part we just remove this one. We say dot result join dot result, sorry, quotes dot join result. So it will convert the list or the array into a string. Okay, now let's go back and see if it works fine. Yeah, so it works fine. So what we did, the first part is the same. We're just reading the element and storing into a list, but additional to that, we are collecting the index position also. The previously it's only the value, right? So we just read the element and then store that in the vowels variable. Here we do the same, plus we use enumerate to get the index position. So you just say 0, 1, 2. So the second position you have a vowel, and then that's the first one, right? The first vowel is the second index position, and then it goes here, get the I index position, and then this A and A. So if you have a print here, so we can say vowels and you have the index position. So here for the first one, aeiou, that's what we first looked at, right? aeiou, the sorted one, and then which index position they are into. So 2, 5, 9, 11. So those are the index positions, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 11. So that's what it is. 2, 5, 9, 11. These are 4 index positions. We have the vowels. Now we are sorting this in the values, the vowels. So the second position we're supposed to be the O, right? The second position is supposed to be O, but after sorting it becomes A. So we say, okay, the second position, you just, instead of O, you have to get the A, because after sorting. So that's what we're doing here. We just get the index position. So the first index value, you just get the value and then replace in the result part of it, and then you join that value. So if you want to try this code, right? So you can go to the Grow with Data YouTube channel. The playlist, this is going to be in the Python interview questions. We have Tamil version also. Tamil Python interview question 51 to 100. So if you go here, you have the video, and the corresponding GitHub link will be in the video description. So the one we are talking about now is the 89th one, right? So if you go to the GitHub, the video will have the link of the 89th code. So here you have the looping logic, and the second one we use the enumerate and then use the index position. You can try to practice and see which one you are comfortable with, the for loop for both, or we use the enumerate and work based on the index position. If you want to join the WhatsApp channel, there's a link here. You can use this and join Grow with Data WhatsApp channel. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.